was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Going to take a shot for Gallup. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Morton, his throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Morton. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. First and 10, it's Wilson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. The 40, the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, touchdown, 93 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there.
At their own 31-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Morton. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there, first down.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Morton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the gun, Morton. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Wilson.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw on 3rd down, Morton. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
7. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right? And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward. Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football.
Me the ball.
And guess what? I'd throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Under a minute to go. Clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Wilson, sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it, and he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is Hunt. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 14. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Browns have taken the lead.
For the point after.
Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense. And the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Browns 21, Steelers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, you just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down. It's Hunt, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
The Browns first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Check out 14. Watch the whip.
Here's Wilson. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
41-yard line.
As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Off play action. Morton rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 39-yard line.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Back to throw. Morton. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
44-yard line.
On first down, Morton. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
First down.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds an opening past the 40. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Browns.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
To number 80.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Cleveland.
Operating from the gun. Wilson got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Steelers 10.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown. They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Browns 42, Steelers 10. Austin Seibert to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Looking to throw. Morton. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good, and the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded
Don't
in the
worry
end
about
zone.
it, baby. I ain't worried about it. Let's go.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
On 1st and 10, Morton. Now a short one to Gesicki. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 17-yard line.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to at least knock the deficit down a bit. Extra point now by Boswell. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter.
Browns 49, Steelers 17.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26.
A gain of 22 yards.
A good pickup there, a 22. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Browns.
Here's Hunt. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
Hatchet. Hey, switch gears. Shoot! Watch the shoot!
They run with Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown.
Kareem Hunt, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns continue to roll. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He had to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Mike 48. Watch the pass. Good job right there.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the gun. Wilson. That is caught inside the 5.
Wilson.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Browns 63, Steelers 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And he will be be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And got his man complete. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Michael Gallup with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are able to get a score back.
For the point after.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
63. Steelers 24. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe. Let me breathe for a minute, man.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
To number 85.
A 20-yard touchdown. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson, they'll go screen here to Hunt. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
From the gun, Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Looking to throw on second down. Morton got his man there, complete to Gallup.
Complete to Mike.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
3rd and 10.
Off the play fake. Morton. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Here we go. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we got Mike the 48 right now. Let's go. Let's set it up.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's got this down to the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
And it's 3rd down.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. He finds Beckham complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Alert. Mike 48. Hey, here we go. 48's Mike.
Wilson wants to throw it. Steps away to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it.
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Browns 84, Steelers 24. Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo
exactly.
going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Throwing on 3rd and long. Morton. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
He was defended by Patrick
Here's
Peterson.
Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh.
Formation.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
Green 80. Two times. 3 down.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee.
Today's final score, Browns.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.